People, Deluded, I'm back again. Now, we've obviously defeated Valencia and now going through to the Europa League final. So, we might as well review the player ratings. It's a difficult game, people, because I think we obviously started off, it was a tough start for us. Valencia had a lot of shots and they took the lead. We had to come back in the game. It's nice that Aubameyang got his hat-trick. I feel it won't get spoken about because obviously my man scored a hat-trick, but his striking partner in Lacazette was superb today. Felt the midfielders in the first half weren't doing enough, and I felt they grew into it. Feel Monreal, obviously, if you look at all of the goals, everyone in defence could have done better, but I felt the defence defended well for high periods of time after conceding the first one, especially in the second half. Felt Monreal grew into the game after a tough start as well. So yeah, I don't feel anybody was appalling today. We done the job, quite simply put. I'm going to give Czech a 6. Now, it's a debatable one, people, because does Czech start the final or not? Probably make another vid about this, because on one hand, he's been good in the Europa League. His experience even today has counted for a lot that people won't speak about, and he's done his thing. It's his last game as a professional footballer, and it's against his old club. On the other hand, I personally believe clearly Leno is the better keeper now, or if Unai Emery believed that, Czech would still be in the lineup as he was initially. Leno is the better goalie. I believe in playing your best team in almost every game you can, much less a final. I get the sentiment of Czech, but at the end of the day, football is not based on sentiment, or Arsenal would have won the Champions League in 2006, or Ajax would have won the Champions League this year. Football doesn't care about poetry. Football doesn't. This ain't Disneyland, innit? So I respect Czech. You lot know I love Czech, but there's a serious conundrum for Unai Emery to have, because I'm not wishing bad mind on nothing, but if Czech was to start and he wasn't able to save something, people might say Leno might be a bit more agile. Equally, if Leno starts and he makes a mistake, people will say the Czech thing, so you can't win. But Czech gets a 6. Socrates, I'm going to give everybody... He should get a 6, but I think second half... do you know what? Nah, man, I'll give a 6. I'll give a 6. Socrates is 6. Koscielny is 6. I felt like I said, I felt they improved. We improved well, but I felt we conceded 2 goals today. Don't really feel they deserve 7s as such, man. So I give them 2 6s. Koleg probably just about gets a 6 as well, 5, but I'll be a bit generous. Monreal gets a 6 as well. I think he grew into the second half, and after definitely the first goal, he's playing people onside for one of the goals, but definitely the first goal is not just his fault. You can put blame at Maitland-Niles. You can look at our 2 actual centre-halves in Koscielny and Socrates and think, what are they doing respectively? Monreal's obviously not aware as well as the third centre-half, so I think he gets a 6. Maitland-Niles gets a 6. Now, we had a tough first half. Whether he's going to be a fullback or not, you need these games education-wise, because what does it do, people? Psychologically, everybody can play football when you're playing well, and everybody's saying how good you are. It's when things are going against you, when you know that winger is going to stress you out, it's how you improve and grow as a person and a player. I feel he got destroyed. I felt he wasn't helping himself in some situations, being a bit naive. Obviously, the goal we conceded is a counter-attack. Unluckily, he tries to put a ball in the counter-attack and they score. But we could have done much better for that goal, like I said. I feel he was getting stressed out. Midfield should have helped him, in my opinion. Aubameyang was doing what he could, but he needed one of the midfielders to go out there and help him. So I think he gets a 6. He got an assist in the second half and he grew into the game, man. It was nice to see him getting in handbags with, I think, Gabriel. And I don't know what Gabriel's on, because that's the same guy that was scared of Marcus Rashford and them thing there. So I don't know what you're on. Just doing it for the camera, really. Just because you grew up in Brazil don't mean guys are scared of you and that. But Maitland-Niles gets a 6. Xhaka gets a 6 because he grew into the game, in my opinion. Lovely initial move for one of our goals where he took the free kick and eventually we got going down the right-hand side. I think for the one Aubameyang scored where Maitland-Niles set him up, I could be wrong. It's difficult to remember all this stuff first time round. Torreira gets a 7. 6 plus a bonus for the assist. I feel he grows into the game. I feel he made some important tackles. He obviously technically got an assist. Do think he looks a bit jaded. It's his first season playing in England, playing at the intensity of the Premier League and all the games in the league, and he's had injuries, and because of who he is in the team, he's had to play. He does look a bit fatigued, and this is what I'm saying as to, I believe we need 2 centre mids. We need someone that does what Xhaka does on paper in terms of trying to receive the balls from the centre half and make play from deep and let the more creative players stay in dangerous positions rather than coming short all the time. But I think you need another sort of combative tigerish sort of midfielder like Torreira or a similar skill set, because I think you could use both of them at one point, or when Torreira's injured, suspended, or dealing with fatigue like he has done at points of this season. You get the point. I don't need to expand anymore. Emery probably knew he was tired because he took him off. I'm pretty sure because of the game and just wanting to just settle things down, he would have probably taken off Xhaka like on last Sunday and put on Guendouzi or something rather than have Xhaka and Guendouzi. In fact, to be fair, he has ran with that before, so he does trust his pivot. So I'm just chatting for the sake of it there. But he gets a 7, sorry. Ozil gets a 6. I think he grew into the game. He had a better second half. It took him about half an hour to wake up. Can't really have qualms about being subbed, to be fair. Really liked how he was doing the shush and the time wasting, as much as it would annoy me if I was Valencia. But he gets a 6. Kohler gets a 6 as well. I don't feel I'm missing anyone else out. Obviously, you got Guendouzi, done well for one of the goals, so I give him a 5. Mkhitaryan got an 6. I give Guendouzi a 6. Mkhitaryan got an assist as well, so I'll probably give him a 7 based on his little cameo, 6 plus the bonus. I'm not missing anyone else. Who came off the bench? I know we got the strikers to come, people, before you're sitting there thinking, oh, you haven't mentioned our 2 strikers, despite the fact you keep speaking about them. I got you lot. He didn't use all 3 subs, did he? He brought on Guendouzi, he used 2 of the subs. He brought on Guendouzi and Mkhitaryan. I swear he didn't use the third people. He never brought on no one else. Forgive me if I'm wrong and he did, people, but I genuinely can't remember. But it just leads me down to our 2 strikers. For me, Aubameyang gets a 20 out of 10, people. He got a hat-trick, removed the hat-trick, he worked his arse off today, man. People question his work rate, and at times he has missed sitters, and at times he probably has walked around, but he's busting his arse from start to finish in that game, chasing lost causes, making runs, just dribbling out wide, embarrassing people. These are the sort of things you expect from an Arsenal striker. Almost got an assist as well, but the man got a hat-trick. But if you remove the hat-trick, it was a quality performance from him. So he gets a 20. Lacazette gets a 19. Now, I'll give him a 19 purely because if Aubameyang got 2 goals, then I'll give you both 20s. But I can't. It almost don't make sense, but I can't. A man got a hat-trick. You can't have the same rating as a man that's got a hat-trick. So Lacazette gets a 19 out of 20. He obviously scored. Again, remove his goal. He worked his socks off. He technically got an assist as well. Do you know what? 20 as well, man, because he got an assist, I swear, for Aubameyang's first goal where he headed it and flicked it on. So they both get 20s, man. I give them both 20s, man. Even though do you know what? Aubameyang 21, people. Lacazette 20, because man got a hat-trick, but both strikers, man. Forget talking about them individually. Both strikers. What a joy to have, people. You lot know yourselves. We've had some tough days as Arsenal fans since we moved to the Emirates with strikers. I'm not going to name and shame, but some tough times. So when I hear fans saying Aubameyang's not clinical when he misses sitters, or Lacazette this, Aubameyang that, some of it is truthful and we can ask questions, but it just stinks of ungratefulness. If we can get a winger and a couple decent midfielders, obviously a centre-half, either side fullback, someone to compete with Bellerin, and a long-term left-back can do something. Again, I'm not trying to be optimistic off the back of winning this game, but it's just, we've got just a little bit of encouragement. We've got 2 bad boy strikers. Where would we be without their goals and their contributions? Where would we be without their goals, people? Where would we be without them today? Away from their goals and obviously deciding it and doing what they're supposed to do, because the strikers, the work rate, how much they helped us. 1 goal, Lacazette is meant to be a striker. He won the ball back on the edge of our area that started a move to one of our goals. Aubameyang, you seen what he was on, chasing down people down the flanks and stuff. Galvanised, man. Both of them superb today, man. And yeah, man, deserve their pre-match meal, man, and all them things there. They need to go and get their carbs and protein and all the stuff they probably lost out their bodies replaced, man, because they worked them socks off. They're sleeping. As soon as they've had their shower and team stuff, them 2 are going to their bed, man. There's no staying up late and playing FIFA or whatever these footballers do, or going on a night out because you probably got tomorrow off because you're travelling back. They're going straight to their bed, man, because they were running all up and down, man. They're going to feel it in the morning, but superb performance from both them strikers. On that note, people, that's my player ratings. I'm going to keep it moving and get out of here. I'm out.